I've been to Asda and Home Bargains again this week for part of my grocery haul. I'll be going to Aldi tomorrow, which you'll see in a little while. But I am feeling that the groceries are getting more expensive. I know I'm buying a lot more Christmas stuff included in my groceries, so that's why the price has gone up. But I'm also feeling I'm making mistakes as I'm going around the shop because my mind feels like it's in 6 or 7 different places at the moment, and I need to ground myself again to get a hold on things. I don't know if anyone else is feeling that over this festive period, that I'm thinking about school, I'm thinking about work, I'm thinking about Christmas, I'm thinking about family. There's just feels like there's lots of different pots going on, and they're all trying to get my attention, which is stressing me out. Anyway, that's enough rambling with me. I spent £11.15 in Asda, and I spent £20.17 in Home Bargains. If you don't know me, my name is Rachel. I'm a solo mum to one, and on this channel, I like to do everything budgeting, saving, frugal living, and a few grocery hauls and other bits and pieces. So if you like that kind of thing, then do hit that subscribe button. But let me turn the camera around and show you what I got in Asda and Home Bargains today. So this is what I got in Asda, and it cost me £11.15. I did pick up 2 packets of the stuffing mix, and I put one in the food bank trolley on the way out. Around this time of year, I usually start putting Christmas items in the food bank rather than just basic pasta or things like that. And I'll be doing another grocery shop just for the food bank in the next few weeks. So other than that one box of stuffing, all of this cost me £11.15. So let's get into it. Obviously, I bought stuffing for Christmas because the last box that I bought, I used as my Christmas meal prep, as a little trial run. So I needed to buy another pack of stuffing, but that is going for Christmas. I also picked up these fridge raiders. These were on the yellow sticker from £1 down to 68p. My son still has a couple of packs left in the freezer, so I didn't want to buy 5 more packs. I thought I'll just pick these up and I'll split them in 2, and that should get through next week at least. I picked up some jelly babies for my mum because she loves jelly babies, and for Christmas I do her a snack box. So I picked up some jelly babies for her. I also picked up some football cards to put in my son's Christmas Eve box. These are £1.80. £1.80 for football cards. Extortionate. Anyway, my son absolutely loves football at the moment, so this will go in his Christmas Eve box. I also picked up some more sugar snap peas. I picked up some tea bags for Christmas because the last thing I want to do is run out of tea bags for Christmas. So I thought I pick them up now and put them away. I know that I've got plenty. I also picked up this Christmas pudding fudge for my mum because she loves fudge, and this will go in her snack box for her. I picked up a pineapple for myself because I love pineapple. And this is the mistake I made. I picked up these spaghetti in a rich tomato sauce with pork sausages, and they were £2 down to £1. And I thought, oh, that's cheap, I'll pick that up. And when I got home, I thought, I bet I could have picked the Asda essential ones up for like 50p. This is what I mean where I feel like I'm not focusing properly. So I need to focus more. I picked up some more bread for the weekend and sandwiches next week. And I picked up these bagel thins. My son loves bagel toast, but when I'm cutting one in half, he's not eating it all because I think they're too big. So these are a little thinner, and these are on the yellow sticker. So they were £1 down to 56p. I will wrap them in tin foil, I'll put them in the freezer, and when he wants a bagel for breakfast, I will get it out the freezer the night before, let it defrost, and then make bagel toast. So that is what I got in Asda, and it cost me £11.15. Moving on to Home Bargains, a lot more Christmas stuff, and this was £20.17. So I bought another notebook because I've been making lots of lists for Christmas and other bits I've needed to do that my notebook has already ran out, so I needed to buy a new one. I picked up a Christmas card for my mum from my son. This is the only Nan one that I could find that wasn't overly expensive. I don't like paying a lot for cards because a lot of people just throw them away. So this is one that my son has got for my mum. I also picked up some more fudge bites for my mum to put in her snack box, but I will open them and I'll pour them all into her little box that I've got her. There's 18 treat bars in there, so I thought they were really good. I think they were like £1.79 or something. Cucumber from Home Bargains. I also picked up some fruit strings, and I picked up some Christmas brownies just as a little treat for my son. Picked up my dark chocolate rice cakes, bathroom wipes, and I knocked all the shopping off. Cleaning wipes. Just pick that up. I also picked up a chewy nugget for my mum for her snack box as well. I picked up some apple cider vinegar because I'm running low. I picked up some distilled white vinegar because I put on my video last week about, or this week I think it was, what is best to get rid of mold, because obviously with the weather it's getting a little bit moldy in the house, and someone said white vinegar. Actually, a few people said white vinegar, so I thought I'd give it a try. Some barbecue Pringles that I'm going to put in my son's stocking, and 2 of these foaming soaps. One is to put in my son's stocking. Do people put this kind of stuff in stockings still? I always had it when I was a kid. What do you do? And obviously the other one is for now because we're running low. So let me know if you put this kind of stuff in Christmas stockings. I also had to pick up 2 pairs of gloves because this week, every single day this week, my son has lost something at school. A hat, 3 pairs of gloves. How can he lose 3 pairs of gloves? What else has he lost? Little pots that his snacks go in. Costing me a fortune. So I bought some more gloves because I can't let him go to school with no gloves on. And also picked up some bacon. So I'm going to make some sausages wrapped in bacon. So I do my own pigs in blankets. So what I do with this, there's 6 here. I cut the fat off and then I cut these into 2. So it will give me 12. And then I just roll the little sausages in the bacon. And that's how I make my sausages wrapped in bacon. I'll make them this weekend and I'll put them in the freezer. And I've already got them. And I haven't got to pay £3.50 for 12 sausages wrapped in bacon. This cost me £1.65 in Home Bargains. And then the sausages at the moment are £1 in Farm Foods. So it cost me £2.65 and I can still make 12 sausages wrapped in bacon. Just my cheaper way of doing it. I also picked up these colouring books. Now, people might disagree with me with this, and that's absolutely fine. But my mum has started enjoying colouring, but she doesn't like the adult colouring books. She finds them too intricate. She doesn't like them. She prefers colouring with the kids' books because they're much better. She goes, I can see it better. So I picked her up 4 colouring books. I was going to get them on Amazon, but for one colouring book on Amazon, it was like £4.70. But I picked up my big purple book of colouring, the big yellow book of colouring, they were 69p each, a Christmas colouring book and a princess colouring book for 99p. So for just over £3, I got 4 colouring books and I got her some colouring pens from there ages ago. So that all cost me £20.17 and Asda cost me £11.15. Let's see what Aldi brings tomorrow. And this is everything I got from Aldi. It cost me £30.79 and I think this week I've got it around £62 something. So not too bad, but I'll let you know the trick I always do when I know shopping is going to be a little bit more expensive. But let me first get into what I picked up in Aldi. So I picked up this yoghurt this week because I didn't have any of the other yoghurt that I usually have. And it was only 20p more than my usual yoghurt that I get. But I didn't want to not have any yoghurt. I also picked up the closed cup mushrooms because they were on the Super Saver 6 for 69p. Also picked up some spring onions and some carrots and some sweet potatoes. Also picked up a garlic baguette for my son so he can have a bit every day with his dinners this week. Also picked up some bananas so I can make some banana bread. And I picked up some other baking potatoes as well because we'll be having jacket potatoes this week. And then I also picked up some wonky raspberries because the strawberries are just too expensive for me right now. Also picked up my sweet mini peppers, some Granny Smith apples, and I picked up some pears. These are absolutely really, really nice. I really like these, what are they called? Those pears. Those pears. And I picked up some frozen raspberries to have with my breakfast each morning. And the final fruit thing I picked up is my usual kiwi. And then moving on to non-fridge or fruit or vegetable things, I picked up some peppermint tea because I'm running low. And I also picked up some little cat treats for the cats that we have. They're not even our cats, but I still give them treats and feed them every day. So I picked up some of those. I also picked up some sweetener and I picked up some dark chocolate so I can make my chocolate mousse cups. I picked up my rice cakes. Didn't have any of the plain rice cakes in this week, so I had to pick up the lightly salted ones. I don't personally like them, but I don't know if my son does, so I thought I'll try him anyway. Hopefully he will. My usual rice crackers, sweet chilli and red lightly salted. Also needs to pick up some honey because I'm running low on that. I picked up some ready salted potato hoops, basically hula hoops, chopped tomatoes and my almond milk. I also picked up a packet of fruit shoots because we're running low on those. And then a lot of people have been saying that this hot chocolate is absolutely delicious. My son absolutely loves Belgian chocolate, so I thought I'll pick this up and we can have some of that for some hot chocolates throughout December. They also had a mint one, so I'm going to pick that up next week, I think, if it's still there. So all of that cost me £30.79, but I'll put all of the totals on the screen now with what I spent in Asda, Home Bargains and in Aldi. But I was very conscious not to buy any Christmas stuff because, to be honest, the Christmas stuff they had was so gimmicky. It wasn't really anything that I haven't seen in other shops, and I have seen some of the things they had in Poundland for much cheaper, so I refused to buy it. But anyway, all of that cost me £30.79, but I'll switch it over to me now and tell you what we're having for a meal plan this week. After going to Asda and Home Bargains yesterday, I knew that shopping was going to start getting expensive with picking up a few Christmas bits as well. So I did my usual trick and I went and had a look in my freezer and in my cupboards and made meals out of what I could. If I couldn't have enough meals or didn't think my son would like any of them, I decided to pick a couple of things up that I could make 2 or 3 meals out of. So today is Friday and my son has his school disco today, so I'm about to go and get some chicken out of the freezer and we're going to have chicken and pasta for dinner tonight because it's quick and easy to do. On Saturday, we are going to be having jacket potatoes. My son will have beans and sausages and I will just have a bunch of vegetables. On Sunday, we're going to be having fish, rice and veg. So I still got some frozen peas and frozen sweet corn for my son. And obviously I picked up all the vegetables that I like, so I'll be having that on Sunday. Then on Monday, with the potatoes that I bought, I'm going to be doing a sausage and mash. So that's what we're going to have on Monday. On Tuesday, I found some burgers in the freezer and some rolls that I've already frozen. So I'm going to get that out on Tuesday morning and we can have that on Tuesday before he goes off to martial arts. On Wednesday, he's going to be with his dad. And last weekend, I made a vegetable lentil soup and I made 6 meals out of it. So I'm just going to get one of those meals out and have that on Wednesday. And then on Thursday, from my Christmas trial meal that I did the other week, I still got gammon left over because it was quite a good piece of gammon. So I'm going to get that out and I'm going to have gammon and chips on Thursday with my son. And on Friday, he's back with his dad and I'm going to have another one of those lentil soup mix things that I made last weekend. So I shop my freezer, I shop my cupboards before I go shopping, and that helps me bring my costs down when it comes to shopping. I know it's only my son and I, but it cost me £62 and I think 11 pence or something like that. And this will go quite far over the next couple of weeks. And again, I'm going to keep doing this until my freezer is completely empty and I've got nothing in there that I can feed my son, to make sure that I'm not overspending in my grocery haul because Christmas is coming up and I need to save those pennies for Christmas. And plus, by shopping my freezer and my cupboards first, it just means that there is no food waste. So let me know if you do the same. Do you shop your cupboards and freezer before you go shopping? Make the meal plan with the stuff that you've already got and then just go and top up? Or do you just go shopping and get whatever you feel like you want to get? Let me know in the comments what you do. So thank you so much for watching. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any future videos from me. I hope whenever you're watching this, you're having a good morning, good day, good evening, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye guys.